There we are. So, what if there were three secrets, three secret sauces, if you will, for finding more joy, more clarity around purpose, and fully ignite that incredibly high octane fuel, rocket fuel, called passion, or brings us joy? What are these secrets and how do we do it in a short amount of time that's compelling, that can ignite our life and definitely ignite our business? If that excites you, then welcome. I'm going to just spend just a few minutes here and sharing these three secrets and a little exercise and a challenge, if you will, that can help you step into that and share with you mine as well. So, welcome. This is Robert Arthur at my home here in Granbury, Texas. I want to welcome you. I call this my Abundant Life series and just love sharing these snippets. It's, you'll see in just a moment, it's one of the things that uh, uh, that ignite my passion, if you will, when I can help others maybe see a light come on, a little deeper belief, and a sense of joy as well. So, welcome. Okay, let's get right into it. So, first of all, this Facebook Live was spurred at a catalyst. I work on accountability level with a group of what we call servant leaders, warriors, if you will, and we've challenged each other to do. You'll see different Facebook Lives that I do were in line with that group and being accountable. So thank you, fellow warriors. So servant leaders, here we go. So here's the context. I'm going to share with you three secrets, if you will, or three questions to ask, give you a couple of examples, and then pose a challenge for you so you can step into this place and take some ownership and do it all in about 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. So, three secrets. I'm going to do one at a time. What are the three secrets? Number one, I want you to look back at one and more activities in your life where you've lost track of time, where when you were in that activity, you look up and it's half an hour later, half a day later, and you don't care. You're in that place of, man, it just, time just kind of rolled along because you were finding so much fulfillment doing that activity. That's one secret. So what we're doing, guys, is we're uncovering, to start with, 7, 8, 9, 10 or more, we're going to rewind the chapters of our life, and as part of the challenge here, and find those activities that will be clues to help us find what truly ignites our soul, what ignites our spirit. And then the goal is to find ways to do more of those activities. And in so doing, we'll be connected to what our purpose and calling and gifting is. Okay, so we're going to look back and ask yourself the question, and what activities did I lose track of time where I was 100% engaged? And again, we're going to look back and say, what are some activities where I was like in that zone, okay? And I was so engaged in there and was bringing me so much joy and fulfillment that, again, time just kind of rolled along. I was totally present because I can remember in vivid detail some of the things that happened, or most all that happened. And three, I found bliss. It's kind of an unusual word. We would probably never use this word in our normal communication. At least I wouldn't. Oh yeah, I'm having a blissful day. Okay, Robert, how was your day really? So what I mean by that is this: there are some activities we do that we're in bliss, meaning like, if this is heaven, I want to be there more. Okay, let me give you three. Let me give you two or three examples to help you with this. And one example is, I used to stutter a lot, and I made a decision years ago. Okay, if I know I want to overcome this challenge, how do I overcome it? Well, the obvious one is to speak publicly. and people are looking at you expecting something. Uh, so one of the areas where I lost track of time, I was 100% engaged, and I was finding some bliss as I worked through some of those challenges through my topsy-turvy stomach, and I began to acquire some skills around speaking. I remember a couple times. One is it was a Toastmasters challenge, and I was going for a district competition, if you will. And my speech was one of the biggest opportunities in life. It's not that we're afraid of stepping into a higher place, is that we're maybe have the fear that we are this powerful being. Okay, so the speech was around personal growth and the fact that all of us have this incredible light to give, and we can inspire others around us. And in seeing those lights come on in people's hearts and minds, figuratively, physically, I found my bliss. I never wanted that. It was a 7-minute speech. And then that parlayed into some workshops and different trainings we've done through the years. And there's many times when I was on a stage, if you will, either this kind of a camera or a physical stage. And yes, once you get through the nervousness and uncertainty and some of the imposter syndrome, and to see those lights come on in people because you led them through a process, wow, I began to discover the 3 areas of my life where I find the most joy and fulfillment. And my key areas, I wrote them down for you guys. Here are my 3 areas that I uncovered. So that was one, and that was the last one here. So those are my 3 key areas right there. Igniting the light, teaching and training. So there were many times and episodes where, again, committed, engaged, my bliss when I was teaching and training. So I strove, and I've chosen to do career paths because I have my virtual wellness business. Career paths that will put me into that place where I'm teaching and training, because that's one of the areas I'm passionate about. The other is early on in my life when I sensed of any kind of adventure of other cultures, physical adventure through the mountains, over the next rise, over the next curve, and my skiing endeavors. I used to teach outdoor adventures, and then I chose a career path that I could lead people on and do more adventure. So I know that's one of my purposes, is to help people realize that they can have adventure from their home with their kids. They don't have to travel the planet to have adventure, but that can ignite their soul and spirit. Okay, and then my third is helping people heal. My body work that I do, my massage therapy, my holistic practice, I help people ground themselves and center themselves and live life at a high level. So many incidences, and then for different reasons in my entrepreneurial endeavors, it was always tied to a physical, tangible product that produced a physical health and vitality, help people raise up their light force and live life at an incredibly high level, to live life fully. And so as I look back through those instances in my life, again, where I lost track of time, I was 100% engaged, and I found my bliss, then I wrote down these activities, and I came up with, they included adventure, helping people heal, and igniting the light. You're going to have your own maybe synopsis of the top 3. So the secret I'm referring to, the secret sauce, is feel free to use something like this to revisit and rewind the chapters of your business and personal life and find out where you're experiencing this. Write down those incidences, and you'll find a common theme, or in my case, maybe 2 or 3 key themes. And then the goal is to choose paths that will bring more of what brings you bliss and joy into your life. That's the invitation. That's the challenge. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel below. And I just love and appreciate you. Thank you.